ladies, and welcome to The Beauty Shaman, where truth and beauty meet. So today I'm going to do a little video on using bronzed eyeshadow, bronzer on your eyes. Because it's summertime and we love that bronzed look, but to put it on our eyeshadow sometimes can be it can look overdone. It can kind of go orange, or sometimes the frost is too much for older women. So I thought I'd do a demo on that. So I already have my foundation and concealer and highlight and kind of all the basics. I put a little lip gloss on because I really just want to focus on my eyeshadow. So before I get started, please subscribe down below and hit the bell so that you can be updated whenever I upload a video. And also visit my website, thebeautyshaman.com, to shop and read my blog. Okay, let's get going. Okay, so for starters, I'm not going to use a single color on my eye, like all over my eye, as in like an eye base color. So what I'm going to do instead, I've actually already put it on, is I put this color called Painterly by MAC all over my lid. And this basically works as kind of like an eye base, and it also keeps my shadow from creasing up. I like it. It adds a little tiny bit of color. They've got all different colors depending on your skin color. I do prefer something like this when I'm using bronzer because I don't want to do a ton of color, because bronzer is so outstanding. Like, it's such a beautiful shade. I really don't want to compete with any other color. So I'm going to use primarily this brush. So it's got a lovely tip on it and it's very soft, okay? Because you can easily overdo it. And so you want to use a brush that is going to blend it nicely without putting too much on your eye, hence this particular brush, okay? Just by comparison, I could use one, this is a goat brush, but this is going to pick up a substantial amount more product, and I'm not as big a fan of it with this as blending a frost, okay? So a little technical information there. All right, so I'm going to use this color right here. This is part of my kit that I dropped this and broke a bunch. You can see I had to tape it all up. So this is the bronzer I'm going to use. It's a matte color called Bronze. I don't think they make it anymore, which is, I'm like super upset about that. Maybe they're reformulating it. But there are other brands that use it, and I'll put that in the down below so that you can see where you could buy it. So I'm just touching this on the product, and then I take and I hit it on my hand a couple times just to get rid of any excess, because blending this can be a little challenging. Now, some of you are thinking, okay, I'm an older woman, I shouldn't be using anything with frost. Not necessarily. It all depends on how you do it, how you blend it, and also the condition of your skin. If you have crepey eyes or a lot of dryness on your lid, I would say, yeah, absolutely don't use frost on your lid. It's not going to blend well. Be sure you're then using proper maybe an eye cream or a serum, a face serum on your eye, just to really hydrate. Dry skin and crepey skin is basically skin that's dehydrated and it doesn't have the proper nutrients and vitamins. Maybe you're not taking enough oils in your diet, omega-369 oils. I talk a lot about that. That really benefits us. As women, we should be taking, older women, we should be taking enormous amounts of oils. I don't even know. I recently posted a video on how I have great skin, kind of my secret to great skin, and I basically talk about taking oils. So watch that, and you can see the exact quantities I take and what brands I use. So that's a invaluable one if you have crepey lids, okay? All right, so I'm going to take this, my lovely brush here, and I'm going to start on the outer edge, and I'm just going to work with it. So I'm combing it in. All right, because I think a lot of times we're children of the 80s, right? Some of us, and you just want to like wing that sucker out, right? And you see a lot of that happening now, like kind of the 80s are back, right? Everybody's winging their eyeshadow, and you know, I'm not going to vote for that. Okay, I think on older women it can look a little weird. So I mean, unless you're like a real trendsetter, then by all means, but you know, I think I'm just going for something kind of pretty and natural. So I'm using this all over my lid. In the crease, on the my brow bone a little bit, but not all the way up to my eyebrow. And then I'm going to take and put it on my lid, but only in very small doses. That's why I started over here, because I wanted to get most of it over here And I'm using a little bit on my lid, but mostly in the crease. What you can do when you're just using one color, this is called doing a wash, is layer it where you want it, and then where you want it lighter, just use a very thin amount. So it simplifies it too, because you're just using one color, right? So I think that's really, really pretty. And I can go and add more on the outer edge if I choose to, like that, which I think looks really pretty. It adds a little bit more depth just on that outer edge. I think that's beautiful, actually. But I'm still getting just that really warm kind of look with you can see the iridescent a little bit, but it's not bad, right? And then I'm going to use my slanted brush here. I use this for eyeliner and also doing my eyebrows. And I'm going to take that and put a little tiny bit underneath, just kind of between my lashes underneath. Not a lot. Some of you go crazy underneath. Don't do that. Okay, that's really, really nice. You can also do it along the line on top with this, but I'm not going to because we're going to use a pencil. All right, so I'm going to do my other eye. Okay, so I've done the other eye. Now, if you need to blend, so blending is huge. If you need to blend, just take your brush that you've already used, clean it off, right? I get a fair bit if I clean it off, and then just run it over the top. You're not going to add more product if you've cleaned it off, and you're just going to blend that in. It looks really, really soft and pretty. And what you want is this really diffused kind of a look, right? I think that's very soft, very, very nice. Okay, so now I'm going to do eyeliner. And I'm going to use this Jane Iredale. It's called Mystical. Whoops, there it is, Mystical. Not for resale. I keep forgetting to take these off. It's kind of funny, actually. Okay, so I took the not for resale sticker off. So this is Mystical. This is called Dark Topaz. It's just a dark brown. We're sticking with the dark browns. This comes with a little brush in the lid. We're going to use this brush. And this is a gel. So these actually blend really well until they dry, and then they dry and they're on, okay? So I'm going to take this and I'm going to pull my eye, and you all can yell at me if you want to, but I pull my eye so I can see what I'm doing. Otherwise I can't see. Are you like that? Do you have a hard time seeing when you do your makeup? It's kind of a crazy thing, right? As you get older, you're like, holy crap, I got my makeup like all over my face because I couldn't see. I think it's kind of funny, but maybe it's not funny. But if I pull my eye a little bit, suddenly, I can kind of see. All right, so I'm doing this between the lashes. So I'm just getting a really, really sheer amount. And I'm putting the focal point of this on the outer edge. And it doesn't matter if it's perfect, because I'm going to take my brush and run it over the top and really make that kind of soft and blended, because again, diffused. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to take my slanted brush and I'm going to run it over the top. You can even put the brush in a little bit of shadow, like a brown eyeshadow or whatever color you want to use, and use that as well. And that'll also add a little bit more density sometimes. But I'm just going to blend it today. We're just going to do a really soft, easy makeup. See how I've just sort of really blended that in? Just kind of keep going until it just really looks how you want it to. And I really do focus it on the outer edge, if you've noticed that, because I want that real density on that outer edge. So that looks really pretty. It's really soft, but it's got oomph to it, right? Now, if you wanted to, you could take this right here, a little bit of a highlighter powder, and pop a tiny bit just right there. Nice, huh? Just adds a little bit without being too much. You know, again, you want to modify this according to what's going to work on you. All right, let me do the other eye. Okay, so I've done my other eye, and I'm really happy. I think that looks really beautiful. So now I'm going to use my Maybelline Great Lash. Put a little, sorry, I just wiggled that so you couldn't see it. It's my favorite mascara. $5 at the drugstore, Target, or wherever you go. Love this mascara. Super easy. $5. You know, I mean, I've used really expensive ones that are great but it just depends on how much you want to spend and what you're going for. If you want thick lashes, you can just layer this. So do one layer, let it dry for a minute, go through, add a little bit more until you're happy. Okay, so I've done my eyes, I've done my lips, I've got a little bit of contour on, but no blush. So we're gonna pop a little bit of blush there just because I feel like I need it. I'm gonna use Barely Rose. This is a nice Jane Iredale color. And pop just a bit right on my cheekbone, just to add a little bit of color because this is, you know, spring, summer. We really wanna have just that glow, right? That lovely glow of just a tiny bit of blush. And if you're using more bronzer, you could add, you know, quite a bit more bronzer to your cheek area if you'd like. I am a big fan of blush, so I'm going to use blush. So, all right. Okay, so that is my bronzed eyeshadow and brownie liner look for the summer. I think this is a really wearable, really pretty look. You can definitely wear this out for the evening or just, you know, it's just a really pretty way to go. As I'm filming this, I'm still stuck at home for the virus kind of lockdown, coronavirus lockdown. So I'm not going to be going out tonight, but I'm making this video in the hope and faith that we will all be out and about and able to wear this look out on the street and show everyone our lovely technique for putting on bronzed eyeshadow. So thanks for watching. I hope you all are well and healthy. And please write down below. I'd love to hear from you. I always respond. Thanks and have an awesome day.